Hi, just going to have a quick look at Nwe Norwest Energy. Okay, basically the chart's a bit of a mess, but excuse that. Just going to look at a few things here. We had a big golden cross here before, okay, and that was the range that the stock went in, and we had a dead cross down here. Okay, came back down. This is an Andrews pitchfork, and they usually follow these pretty well. We've had a little bit of leakage out the side here, but what we've got is we've got another golden cross coming up here, where the 50-day moving average is just going to try and go up through the 200. It's basically already started, as you can see there. You get a noisy truck going past, not to worry. We can see the 7-day and the 14-day moving averages moving up here. Now, this inverse head and shoulders target, okay, has been met. It took its time to do it. That was the little left shoulder here, the right shoulder there, the head. Okay, the target came back and retested the neckline. Okay, and off it went, filled the target. The fib set we've got here are pretty much a local fib set, and the ones that underlie it are a little bit more overall. Okay, and we can see that they're all pretty much lining up fairly well. And this is fib projections, okay, from the start of this run up here, okay, on the way up, and the fibs seem to line up pretty well, so we'd be thinking that fib set is pretty true. Okay, and just to test it too, what we'll do is we'll do a reverse fib from this high in here down to this low here, and they all sit pretty neatly. Okay, here's the 161 target, which these usually do hit. Now this is about 4.1, 4.1.5. Okay, they do usually hit these 161s quite easily. Okay, the main thing just stopping at the moment is that inverse head and shoulders target there. Okay, so but your risk reward from the Andrews down to the 50% fib, okay, is risk versus reward to go to the 6.1 is pretty good here. Okay, also this is just down through the highs here, this line through here. It needs to break up through that, and that's your 3.738. So, and that's also a fib line there as well, and a projection line. So once we clear that, I'd say things are going to be looking a lot brighter for this stock. Okay, and just to have a look, our 100% fibs up here at 5.6 and 5.6 and a bit. Okay, and our 261 along the way is around about 5.3.5. Okay, so just have a quick look at the indicators here. You've got a MACD here at the moment. I'd like to see some divergence off of this line here. This is Friday, and this is end of day data taking from mid-morning this morning. Okay, so the SCOF is wanting to turn back up. It's had a nice little divergence along here. Okay, also our DEMA is back at 54. 54 is very important for a DEMA. Okay, it's usually a line they'll go through and then they'll come back off, they'll retest it, and then they'll go again. Okay, so something to bear in mind there. Also, this is a short entry, and it's not an entry for a short, it's an entry for a long. Okay, was triggered yesterday. Okay. Now, just another little thing I just want to show you as well while we're on the point here, and it's just been a build-up. Okay, we can see volumes yesterday were on the rise. Today is a Friday, so I probably wouldn't expecting them to get bigger than yesterday's volume. If they do, I'd say we've probably got game on here, but it's looking to me, and if we look at the chart as well, out of this little triangle here, there just might be some time, okay, before this breaks out of this little triangle, but it's appearing to be working on the up, if anything there, but the golden cross will really, once this starts to come up through here, I'd say give this a really good little push. Okay, so it might coincide with FA. As we have a look down here, I'll just replay this because this is quite interesting. This is trades, and the green obviously are the buyers and the reds are the sellers, and the stack is, you know, sort of getting a lot more even now, and once it's through this little line of reds here, she could be going somewhere. But this is what it was Wednesday afternoon. Okay, and you can see the difference in here. Yeah, there's not as many buyers. Okay, now this is Thursday, and the Thursday is coming on. You can see what is happening here. All of a sudden, we're attracting a crowd, and it is starting to came in favour of buying and buyers. Okay, so there's an accumulation period. I wouldn't mind betting here, but as I was saying, risk reward is looking quite good on this stock at the moment. It's fairly low risk for a good amount of reward. So just something to bear in mind there. Okay, and that is still going through. Or have we finished? No, we're finished. We're back up here at the moment. Okay, so anyway, it's just a few little things I just thought I'd point out and well worth having a look at. And yeah, looks like it could be a better year for Norwest. The thing is too, is with these ranges, the ranges that it's done in the past, it has repeated these before. This range here at the moment, even if we take it, say from here, still hasn't repeated, and it does take it back up to that top. Now it just does need to get through that top, that 4.7, so do bear that in mind. And the range from the Golden Cross, okay, before, if it repeats that, okay, that's what you're looking at. Well, it's pretty much up to our fib, what we are talking about, and that's taking it from there. If you were to take it from up here, where it is about the Golden Cross, well, that's a totally different story. The larger range, yeah, good. I think there's been a cap raising since, so there might be more stock on market. Even if we took this one here and we go up, that would be a likely range to repeat. But let's just see it repeat it, even from here, back up to the 4.7s first. Would be something you take every day as it comes. But yeah, the fibs are looking quite good, and indicators are most certainly pointing up. Okay, so thank you. That's it from me.